Good morning, my good people. I hope you all had a fantastic weekend and are having a good Monday, despite the weather. It's not as cold as it has been, but it's muggy and it's raining. Nasty out here. Anyway, I hope everybody had a great weekend. Looks like our national title picture has been made. Ohio State versus Notre Dame. I'm gonna save that video for another time. We've got a week today before that game, but I'll recap the games over the weekend maybe later today. But I'll talk about that national championship game soon. Instead, I'm gonna have a little therapy session on my Philadelphia Eagles this morning. We were able to defeat the Green Bay Packers last night. Listen, I got Packer fans that watch this channel. Very dear friends to me. A lot of injuries last night, especially with those guys. We lost Nakobe Dean, which potentially could be for the rest of the year, which sucks. But they were dropping, man. The Packers, it seemed like every other play a Packer would go down with an injury. And, they were already hurting as it was, being without their top receiver. I think they were down to their fourth receiver, if I'm not mistaken. Moving up to number one, that was crazy. I think, yeah. But they, they kept shooting themselves in the foot, too. I mean, with the turnovers, off the bat, opening kickoff. The Packers were just struggling last night. And if it wasn't for that, I think they would have won the game. We certainly did not play good enough to win the game. We didn't. I've got Jalen issues. They come and go. It's like a bad marriage where Jalen Hurts. I know he was going to be a little rusty because he hasn't played in 3 games. But, railroad track. But I don't think that's an excuse. I think that Jalen, he just makes decisions that are like so bad at crucial times, and he does it all. He's done it his whole career. He'll win you a game. He'll take over. It's like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde situation where you don't know what Jalen you're going to get, and he's always been that way. You don't know what Jalen you're going to get. Every game, you don't know what Jalen's going to show up. Last night, I know that you go look at it. He didn't turn the ball over. He's been really good at that, and that's why we've been able to win games. So it's not like he's playing terrible, but man, some of the decision making, like dude, at one point during the game last night, he literally slid, taking a sack when you could have thrown the ball away. You took yards away. Why did you do that? Throw the ball away. Heck, you're good at doing that too. I don't understand why you just didn't throw the ball away. It's just little things like that, man. And it stacks up. I know it sounds petty. It sounds like I'm nitpicking. But man, dude, you watch Jalen enough. You watch my Eagles enough. You're like, dude, what gives? Dude, come on, man. We're not in college anymore. These stupid decisions that you make, he has no pocket presence at all. Zero. None. It's so much like Milroe. So much like Milroe. The difference is Milroe's in college. Jalen has been in the NFL for multiple years now. And I love him, dude. I love him, and I want him to win a Super Bowl. I want him to be so much better than he is, and the camera will not stay up today. But I don't think I'm worried about next game. Obviously tonight we'll play the winner of tonight's game, the Rams and the Vikings. Obviously I'm pulling for the Rams. We beat them already. The Vikings I'm not terrified of, but I feel like they're a better team than the Rams, and I don't want to play them. I know we can beat the Rams. We've done it already before. We beat them at their house, and convincingly. I'm not worried about the Rams, so I'm pulling for them, obviously. I mean, the Vikings, I can't understand the Vikings, which I guess is kind of what freaks me out about them. I don't Sam Darnold's their quarterback. I mean, they would have won their division had not the Lions had the year they had. The Lions needed every win they had to win that division. Because of the Vikings, and it just doesn't make any sense to me. The Vikings are an interesting story this year, and nobody's talking about it. I don't want anything to do with them. I don't want to play them. Give me the Rams. So hardcore going for the Rams tonight. And we'll see what happens. But I'm not confident at all moving forward to next week with my Eagles, because I mean the defense is phenomenal, and that's another thing that kills me. And this also goes back to me being a Bama fan. Like, it's the same story. Like, your defense is killing it. Your defense is doing great. The difference is like, people in Alabama are, like, destroying Womack and the defensive coaching staff and, the defense is the defense that. I'm sorry, the defense is the reason we won 9 games this year. I mean, did they have bad games? Yeah, they did. Yeah, Tennessee was bad. I mean, they had bad games. Vanderbilt, bad. But, I blame the offense for our losses. If your offense can't produce first downs and sustain drives, then your defense is tired. They're gassed. They're going out there. They're spending the entire game on the field. They're not getting a break. And that's kind of what's going on in Philly is we can't sustain drives. And you got Jalen out there diving on third. And then we're the play calling for Eagles. Oh, my God. At one time, this is 3rd and 19, and we ran it. You want me to repeat what I just said? 3rd and 19, we ran a draw. On 3rd and 19. I do like the one set we had where we were going to tush push it on 3rd and 1, and they faked it, and they did a long play down to A.J. Brown. Long pass to A.J. Brown, but he overthrew it. I'm okay with that because that's awesome. I felt like that, even though we didn't get it, now defenses have to worry about us doing that in the process going forward. Now, it's like you automatically got to assume. You can't just assume this is going to be a tush push. We'll fake it on you on a 3rd and 1, and we'll go over the top. You better have somebody out there. You can't stack the line. You're going to have to have somebody back there covering. So I was good with that. But so they were good and bad to the game, but I'm not comfortable moving forward. I'm worried a little bit. Jalen's just got to show up, and I'm hoping this is something else too. Like the last time, A.J. Brown had 1 catch for 10 yards last night. Our number 1 receiver had 1 catch for 10 yards last night. Last time that happened, people started talking, and there ended up being some drama, supposedly, between the media worked it up. So I don't know how much of it's true. Some drama between Jalen and AJ. All right. Well, the very next game, AJ comes out, has a killer game, and destroyed everybody. So I don't know if I'm kind of hoping that happens again. Maybe with all that said, he gets it done, and AJ Brown goes over 100 yards next week, maybe a couple touchdowns. I'd be all right with that, because that's going to mean a win for us, and I'm okay with that. I really am. Obviously, I just don't. Yesterday scared me bad, and you can't be in the play. You're not going to win playoff games running that kind of offense. They completely took Barkley out of the game. Midway through the game, they just completely stopped running him. Saw a lot of Gainwell, which I don't mind Gainwell spilling every now and then. That's fine. But they took Barkley completely out of the game. And when they do, it's like Sirianni took over the playbook at one point. And you could tell, the play calling. You could just tell the play calling was just different. And the whole atmosphere was just different for a part of the game and the later part of the game. And it's like we got so comfortable being up 10-0 that we just let our foot off the gas and our offense just went. Because we start off, he's 5 for 5. I mean, Jalen started the game off 5 for 5. Then I'm thinking to myself, okay, not much rust. This is good. This is looking good. We're gonna be okay. You pull out in front of me, man. Ugh. But I mean, he started out fantastic, and I guess I spoke too soon. That's why I don't blame him for all of the crap. I don't think it's just Jalen. It's not. I think the coaching has a lot to do with it. I like Kellen Moore, but I'm so confused on who's calling plays. I have no idea. We have no idea who's calling what. Eagle fans have completely just given up. I know I have on who's calling what anymore on offense. We know Fangio's got the defense, and Fangio's awesome. Again, don't like the scheme. I don't like how the corners play off the receivers like they do. But, man, he's getting the most. I hate we lost Dean. Today, hopefully, we'll know more about Nakobe Dean. But it was, we are where we are. We're going to play the winner of tonight's game. I'm hoping it's the Rams. Go Rams. And the Lions are going to have Washington next week. Congratulations to the Redskins for beating us. Yes, I called them the Redskins on beating the Tampa Bay Bucks, which I had winning. It's the only loss I had this week. I think I got the rest of them right, but I missed on that one. But I mean, that one went down to the last second. So I think I like Washington in that game, but it's the Lions. I'm picking them. I'm picking the Lions to win. I'll do my picks later on too. But I think the Lions they're having a Cinderella season, man, and they're destroying everybody they play. They're putting up heck of points every week. The Lions are just having a phenomenal, and I'm happy for Lions fans more than anything, because when have they got to experience anything like this? As an Eagles fan, I can relate to that. I'm happy for you guys. Soak this in, no matter what happens. Soak this in. Obviously you want a Super Bowl. I get that, but man, take this season in for what it is. And the thing is I don't see any change in them next year. I think they're going to be there for a minute. They're not going anywhere. The Lions are good. They'll own that division for years to come. I do think the Packers are on their way up. That division outside of the Bears is phenomenal. And the Vikings are doing this without their starting quarterback. So, anyway, it's been a crazy weekend. I've enjoyed talking to you guys. Leave your comments down below on what you think about the NFL playoff wildcard weekend. Tell me what you think. And I still haven't heard from any Saints fans about y'all's coaching. So leave that down below too. Who you want. I know you guys are watching. Love you guys. Y'all have a great Monday. Bye.